Welcome everybody. Let's take a look at what happened today in the stock market. We are going to take a look at Tesla stock. We are going to take a look at the VIX, the stock indices, gold, silver, Bitcoin, Ethereum. We are going to look at all of that from a technical analysis perspective, because this is what distills everything that is happening in the market. This is what is distilling all of the decisions from the buyers and sellers of Tesla stock. So let's start. So first, Tesla closed at 381.26 today. This is up $9.51, 2.56% higher. Post-market, we are a little bit down. So where are we in terms of our patterns? Yeah, let's just recap a bit. Tesla was going higher. Tesla was into a bull trend. It's pretty, it's pretty clear to see it. Zigzagging out inside that bullish channel. This started, in April of last year. Around April of last year, went up until December. So this was, this was a nice move, a super nice move for Tesla. And now we have seen some weakness. So within this bullish channel right here, we started to see some weakness coming in. This, the peak happened in December, and the stock came back down. Nothing to worry about. This is what happens into a bullish channel. Things come down. Things come down. That's part of what zigzagging means. You go one way, you go the other, you go one way, you go the other, you go one way, you go the other. So we started to see some weakening at the beginning of the year, towards the end of last year. But that did not mean that things were not going to go back up. Because when we are on the support side of the bullish channel, sometimes we are close and sometimes we are far, but supports are supposed to support the stock price and reverse the stock price. Except when it doesn't. And when it doesn't, then this is another signal. This is showing us a change in the market. Before, the market was bullish, and when we had a break right here, the market became bearish. So this is what we are watching on this channel. I do 5 videos a week. This one is free on Wednesday. The other 4 are exclusively for my 5 video a week members on YouTube. So right now, we are into this bearish channel, a less steep bearish channel than this one. So the stock is not going down as fast as it used to. This is the rate of descent right here. And, you see that the rate of descent is this. So the rate of descent is not the same. So things are cooling off, but Tesla is still going down. So let's analyze this a little bit further. So we are still into this downward channel. So Tesla is still going down. Yeah, people are going to say, well, it's been going up for 2 days. Yeah, for sure. It's been going up here too, here too, here too, here too, here too, here too. But it's been coming down more. So right now, yes, we are bouncing. We are bouncing on the daily chart. On the daily chart, we have no momentum on our indicators. So the move that we're seeing right now on the daily chart mean nothing. They are just noise. This is not a trend. This is not a new trend. This is just noise. So from a momentum perspective, this is just noise. And from a bearish channel perspective, well, we are still going down. We are still going down, and we are going to say we are still going down until we get out of this bearish channel. And this means, breaking, depending on when we break it, because this is a diagonal line, it goes down diagonally. So if we break it tomorrow, we need to break $400 to get outside of this bearish channel. $400. If we do it, within a week or two, we only need to break 382. So we don't know what is the number exactly for when we are going to break outside of that channel, but we see the line and we can see if we are over or under. So right now, Tesla on the daily chart is still bearish. You know, it's not the time to, okay, let's go back into Tesla stock. It's not the time to do this. This is not financial advice. This is pattern analysis. Pattern analysis. So no, what happened since Monday is nice, but this does not mean that we are into a new trend. So daily chart, no. And also, yeah, let me say that we are stopping at 382.70. So, you know, it's starting to become a pattern in itself, you know. We cannot break above that number. So we have that number also that is preventing the stock to go higher. If we have a break of that number, then it means that we should be reaching the other side of the bearish channel. Before that, we are still stuck here. If we reach on the other side, you know, it means that we would go up to $400 approximately. So this would represent maybe a $18. An $18 move that could be happening within that bearish channel. And to catch that move, we would have to switch on the 1 hour chart. Because on the daily chart, we have no momentum and we like to buy stuff that has a little bit of momentum at least. So yeah, this is what we have on the 1 hour chart. On the 1 hour chart, we have had momentum this week, and this is what allowed us to catch this move, you know, when we broke above right here at 367.36. This was a hot price, a hot stock price. When we came below it, we stopped below it. So, you know, this was an indication that that number was really important. Once we broke it, this was a signal, and we continued. So now we are stopping. We are stopping at 382 on the 1 hour chart. So on the 1 hour chart, if we want to find the next trade, let's say, we need to break that 382.70. We need to break this one right here. We have a lot more lines on the 1 hour chart. We have a lot more precision. This is for you know, intraday trading. The daily chart, you don't have to look at it every day. On the 1 hour chart, you need to look at your chart every hour, because there is a new candle every hour, and that candle can give you information whether you need to buy or sell or hold. So you need to watch it every hour. So on the 1 hour chart, when we are going to start to break 382, we should be outside of this bearish channel at the same time. So this is going to start to get interesting, to get back in for a little bit of a swing. So we are thinking on the 1 hour chart, we are thinking in terms of swings. On the daily chart, we are thinking in terms of, you know, investing on the 1 hour. On the daily chart, investing is nice. So we are watching this. We have a Discord server too, so we are watching this to see if on the 1 hour chart we cannot start breaking that 382. So we'll see. Let's take a look at the VIX. VIX is the fear factor of the stock market. When the VIX goes down, stock market goes up. VIX is at 24.53. This is still high. This is still risk off. The market is still risk off. But this is getting better. So we have been trending up. I should make the line. Trending up right here. We have been trending up, and now the trend is weakening. So this maybe is the start. This is only one candle, so, you know, we need to see a couple more. But this could be the start of a continuation down. Each time we would reach this line right here, we would go up. Well, here we have not been going up. So this trend has been broken today. Let's hope it continues this way, but this could be the first sign this could be the first sign that things are maybe turning around. So we need to watch Tesla. We need to watch the VIX. We need to watch the stock indices. The stock indices, also like Tesla, they have been bouncing on this bearish channel. You know, the same patterns occur everywhere. So they have been bouncing. No momentum yet. So this bounce, we should not believe it. Just like Tesla's bounce, we should not believe it yet. This one is not to be believed yet. It was possible to make money here on the 1 hour chart. That's a different game. But from the daily chart, pattern wise on the daily chart, Dow Jones is not trending up yet. SPX. So SPX, okay, this one is a little bit different. You know, we had identified this region as a, as a possible buy opportunity right here. So we have just been, so SPX in terms of pattern is better than Tesla because we are outside of the bearish channel. So that's interesting. We need to continue watching this. We don't have momentum to go along with our break of bearish channel. So we need to hold off here. We need to hold off, but we are going to keep watching it. And when you become a member at the 5 video a week level, you are going to get a video like this every single day. So we are together looking at every single candle and see what each of these candles entails. QQQ, this one is also, look at this, the same pattern happening here. Bearish channel, boom, we are outside. Just like SPX, momentum is not yet there. That's interesting. When things happen once, this is less interesting to act on it. When things start to happen in multiple places, then things start to get more interesting. Nasdaq, no momentum yet, bouncing on its support, just like the others. This one a bit better than Tesla. Tesla could not break its horizontal resistance. This one broke it. So this one is doing a little bit better, but we see that they are all in sync. In terms of Russell, we don't have momentum yet, but look at how, this is precision right here, going down, trying to break above 4 times right here. And look at this today, broke above, but closed below. So this one is also trying to break outside its bearish channel. So we are seeing across the board, except for Dow Jones, but across the board, we are seeing those downward channels being tested. So again, I don't know, but so far, this is looking like things are trying to break free. Let's take a look at gold, silver, Bitcoin, Ethereum to see if those are also starting to break free. Gold up almost 2% today. We don't have momentum yet. The bounce on the bearish channel happened last week. So gold is a little bit ahead. Could not break above 35.49. Now broken above. So this is starting to get interesting, but we are still into its downward channel. So from the bouncing part, we are a bit ahead, but gold is still into a downward channel. So gold is still not a buy. And saving our money, not putting our money at risk when it's not the time, is valuable. Okay, silver, look at this. Silver, no momentum yet, but look at how silver is getting so close. You are starting to see the patterns now. Bearish channel, we used to cave in, Right now, we don't know what is going to happen yet. We are on the verge, we are close to it. We don't know if we are going to break it or not. But we are really at a juncture. Are we going to cross or are we going to cave in? So not the time for silver either. Bitcoin, is it the time to get back in? No. Not on the daily chart. No momentum on the daily chart. And on the daily chart, we are into this congestion zone. We are just going sideways between 65 to 80 and 70,838. So even if we go, and I would even say, let me just adjust it, delete this one. So I would even say 71,788 right here, 71,788, and at the bottom 65,280. So even if Bitcoin goes up to 71,788, means nothing because it's just noise. If it starts to break above 71,788, then maybe this is going to stay above, and maybe this is going to mean something. So we still have to wait on that one. Let's take a look at Ethereum. So Ethereum, okay, this one is starting to mean something. There's no momentum, so that's a negative. But the positive on this one is that 2145, 2145. This is the number that's hard to beat. Tried it here. Succeeded for a couple of days. But we have a hard time staying above it. So because of history, the break we have today above 2145, we don't get too crazy about this because, we have succeeded a few times in the past and it yielded nothing. So if you want to catch a little bit of a swing, that's fine. A little bit of a swing from 2145 here to 2371. This is a 1 hour play. If you want to play on the 1 hour play, we can have a play right here. But if you are looking for a sustainable move, you need to come back later. Maybe not that late. I'm going to explain why. Maybe not late. Things are starting to get interesting. The downward channel for Bitcoin is right here. So we are close. We are very close from it. So in order to have a sustained move for Ethereum, this is not a sustained move, and this is not a sustained move. If you want a sustained move and not want to get in and out and manage all that, it takes work to manage. So if you don't want to play on the 1 hour chart and manage all that, you need to wait for what? You need to wait for Ethereum to get outside of its, let me show you, bearish channel. This is the bearish channel. It needs to come out of it. If it comes out of it, then it can still get stuck below 2371 right here, as I mentioned. It can still get stuck there. So what we really want is Ethereum to get outside of the bearish channel, above that congestion zone, and there is the buy zone. The buy zone is right there. So far we have not reached it. We don't have to waste our money and throw money at the stock market when it's not the right time. When it's not the right time, you don't put it in. And when it's the right time, you put your money in. So let me just jot this down. And we do this. Why do we do this on this channel? Well, because we don't want to just buy on fundamentals. Buying on fundamentals is causing many people a lot of pain. A lot of pain because the stock market is only correlated with fundamentals. The fundamentals are not causing the stock market to move. It's just not. I can show you so many examples. So many examples. This is Tesla stock in 2022. 2022. Let me find a great earnings. Tesla, a great earnings. Let's look at this. April 20th, 2022. Great earnings. So surprised. 51% positive surprise in earnings. This is fantastic. Fundamentally, this is fantastic. Revenues, a almost 5% positive surprise. This happened when? April 20th, 2022. This happened here. Let me show you better. It happened here. What did the stock do? This. And then it recovered. Oh, okay, it just recovered. No, it did not really recover. This happened in April. April 2022. How long did you have to wait from April 2022 if you bought there to recover your money? April 2022, you had to wait until November 2024. You had to wait 2 years. And the company was having great earnings. April 2022. This one was great. This one was pretty good. This one was also okay. Only a 1% down in revenue, but still 5% surprise in profit. So these were green. Green or mixed one. This one, July 19, 2023, 14% positive surprise in earnings. Wasn't it fantastic? This was right here. And then it did this. So fundamental data, financial data is one thing. The stock market is different. It's just different. So yes, we are listening to the earnings. We are listening to them. But do we know how the stock market is going to react? No. And nobody knows. Nobody knows. We don't need to know. We need to watch. And another example I like to show. Let me just see this one. This was not too long ago. This is in April 22nd, 2025. Abysmal earning. 34% negative surprise. 34% negative surprise in the profit. 9% negative surprise in revenues. So this is the financial data. What did happen after that? The stock went from $230. Let me bring this along. Went from 230 to 480. So you get my point? If you look at the financial data, oh, this is a great company. The profits are increasing. Yeah. What's happening to the stock price? What is happening to the stock price? Is the stock price trending down? If it is, there's no point. Tesla went from $400 at the end of 2021 down to $100. So your net worth was divided by 4. Why leave your money when the trend is down? Why leave it? It's going down. The trend means this is the direction we are going. If you see a cloud going this way at this speed, you can predict when this cloud is going to be in the next hour, next 2 hours, next 5 days, until it changes direction. If it does not change direction, you can predict this for a long time. And look at this line right here. This line was drawn November 2021. This line was only broken for good in September of 2024. One line lasted for 3 years. This was the direction of the price for 3 years. Did we know it was going to last 3 years when we drew these lines? We did not know. We just knew that this was the direction. We did not know how long it was going to last. Lasted 3 years. So for 3 years, and I have all the videos to prove it, so for 3 years, I have been watching these two lines from November 2021 to right here, September 2024, when we left them for good. So for 3 years, I was making videos telling us, well, okay, things are going up, we can catch these moves. I'm not saying we cannot catch any moves. I'm just saying, as a whole, Tesla is going to go down. So when the stock price gets too close here, maybe it's time to take profit. Maybe it's time to take profit because history is telling us that when we reach this line, it goes down. 6 times. 6 times over 3 years. 6 times over 3 years. So yeah, stock market, I cannot predict the future. I can only extrapolate the current trend. But if I can extrapolate a trend that lasts 3 years, I'm sorry, but it's good enough for me. It's good enough for me. Should be good enough for you. So when the channels are big, the trends last a long time. When our channels are narrower, this one is narrower. You know, this one lasted from March to June, almost a year. Still almost a year. That's not too bad, isn't it? That's not too bad. This one right here, this is a smaller one. So this one, you know, we can say it started in January and we are now in April. So 4 months so far. Maybe we are going to break outside of it next week. I don't know. Or maybe this is going to continue like this. I don't need to know when. I just need to know that when we are getting close to this, this is scary. This is scary stuff because when we are going close to that, and this is what we call a resistance because the price is being resisted. Why is it being resisted? It is being resisted because this is where the sellers overpower the buyers. The sellers are here and they win. The buyers are here and they win. This is supply and demand. We are watching supply and demand in action in real time every single day. Supply and demand. There's more supply, okay, it goes down. There's more demand, it goes up. There's more supply, it goes down. More demand, it goes up. More supply, more demand. Ooh, this one we did not go that high. So supply is dwindling. This is what this means. The demand is there. Where is the supply going to stop? So you need to keep watching. We are going to watch this and decode this one candle at a time, one day at a time. If you become a YouTube member at the 5 video a week level, yes, it's not free. Today it's free, but 5 video a week is not free. It's going to cost you like 20 cents a video for a month. So this is what we do. We are looking at where things are going pattern wise, and when we see a break in pattern, aren't we glad to be there? Yeah, we can spend a month where nothing is happening. That's fine. We are not losing money at least. If we try things, we can lose money. If we don't try when things are not looking too good, then you know, we have less risk. We can try if we want to. But when we see a change in pattern, boy, we are happy. And this happened, you can look at my video that I did November 6, 2024. You can look at YouTube. It's all there. I have 2,000 videos. November 6, 2024. I cannot make this up. Watch this and see what I said. I'm not a guru. I don't predict anything. But I did saw that we used to stop that 273 and 79. This was the stock price. This was a high 273.79. It was not a round number. It was not 275. It was not 280. It was what the stock market was telling us it is. 273.79, 273.79, 273.79. Then we broke that 273.79. Okay. Yes, we had the fluke here. On that day, on Friday, October 25th, we closed at 269. Is it that? Okay, closed at 269. Closed at 269. This was not good enough. This was not 273. The 273, sorry, is right here. Right here. So we were safe here. We broke 273.79 here. So we broke above after trying for, from October 10, 2023 to November 2024. Took 1 year. Took 1 year to break that one. Then we closed above it. We identified the limit. We identified the break-in limit. And boom. So from here, from 289 to 480 bucks. So changes in trends are important. We have a line we cannot cross. We are seeing higher lows coming in. Something is gonna happen. Boom. So this is what we are watching. This is what we are watching for. We are like some lions, and we are watching. And when we see a gazelle get out from the herd, boom, we can get the gazelle. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow. If you are a member, I'm going to wish you, wish you everything. I'm going to tell you à la prochaine, si Dieu le veut.